Hi, this is Suzanne Dome, author of Empty Space, Second Signal, and In Transmission. Here just to give my quick little shout out to Smallville Comic-Con and Anime Festival of Wichita. I had a great time at both this year. They were a week apart, so it was really exhausting afterwards and during. But I had a great time at both. Smallville Comic-Con was the first for Hutchinson, who has been officially designated Smallville. The town went through and did some detail checking with the series and determined that Hutchinson fit all the criteria to be Superman's hometown. So we are officially Smallville. And I'm really excited about that. I'm not like a huge Superman fan or anything, but I think it's cool when a town comes together and recognizes the one big thing that um, that maybe they didn't realize was kind of a cool thing to attach, to their image, other than being a college town. Ironically, the Hutchinson Blue Dragons are red and blue, so it kind of fits that they became Smallville. The Comic-Con itself was a 2-day event. It was really fun. There was a lot of really great vendors there. There were people who diverted from bigger Comic-Cons to come to Smallville because it was kind of a big deal. I got to meet author Neo Edmond, cool guy. I got to do an interview, or proctor an interview rather, with several of the indie authors that were present, local people from the area, Audra Krebs, Jay Wells, and Audra Trosper, who showed up at the last minute. And that turned out really well. And overall, I was really pleased with how the festival was run. The amount of space that each vendor and artist was given, just the general excitement level. The locals were extremely excited about this, so it was nice seeing Hutchinson show its nerd side. The week after that was Anime Festival of Wichita, and it was just as exciting as ever. It was the 10th anniversary. I was so glad that I got to participate in that because several years ago I started taking my little booth Off-World Tribe to Anime Festival of Wichita, and it was an absolute blast. I was so scared the first year. I had so many problems. I had a raccoon. My bumper fell off. It was late. I didn't understand some of the timing on opening and closing for vendors and artists, and there was the teardown procedure. It was pretty messy, but I still had a great time, and I had such a great time that I kept coming back, and it's kind of my home convention now. So Anime Festival of Wichita this year, it was a little bit slower for vendors this year, but there was a lot of great costuming. I think a lot of people who came put a lot of work into their costuming this time. And this is kind of what's opening my discussion today on cosplay. I'm going to keep it brief because there's not really a whole lot to it. For those of you who don't know that much about cosplay, I usually talk about literary stuff or writing activities, but cosplay is one of those things that it gives people who love their genre, who love their book series, who love their anime series, a chance to express how much they love it by way of building an extreme costume. Just some people put so much work and an unbelievable amount of creativity in the things they build. And there are some people out there that are maybe a little jealous. They have a negative view of cosplayers. They think we're delusional for doing it. Well, that's fine and dandy. They can think that way if they like, but they're missing out on a whole lot of fun. That's the biggest thing for cosplay, is that it's fun. Most of us do it because it's fun to express our love for that particular genre. You go to any random convention and you'll see people from Final Fantasy hanging out with the Trekkies. You'll see the Star Wars people hanging out with the Whovians. You'll see, and most of these people are fans of multiple genres, so they might show up one day in a costume from one fantasy or anime or video games even. And the next day they might show up as something else. I, for one, I can't wear the same costume 3 days in a row. It's just part of who I am. I did this year manage to pull off the My Little Ponies Princess Luna / Nightmare Moon 3 days in a row, and you can see those pictures from the conventions at Anime, or Anime Festival of Wichita and Smallville at my personal website, emptyspace.us. But I generally don't wear the same clothing. If I wear the same character, I try to change it up so that I can at least change out of that sweaty costume. That drives me nuts. But generally, I like to wear just pretty things that I come up with that would fit into that world. I did Ren fairs when I was younger, and I had a great time with that too. So, why cosplay is cool? Because it's fun. You get to meet other people who are nerdy like you that love the same thing. You get to compare creativity notes. It helps you relieve stress for a weekend. You get to be somebody else for a little bit. It's kind of like Halloween during other parts of the year. And really, the biggest thing is the creativity. I saw a lot of really great cosplay that was self-made, that people built their weapons and they built the costumes. They sewed everything. They made, cardboard wings or foam wings, or sewed a dress, or had to style a wig a certain way. They don't come styled. Sometimes you have to wash them and do the styling yourself. And so there was a lot of Kanekalon wigs running around, myself included. And, there's just a ton of creativity that goes into that. And seeing that many people express their creativity and their love for the anime or the video game or whatever it is that they're really into was really fun. It was really fun seeing people excited to be there and excited to interact with each other. And it was really exciting. It's always really exciting, I think, and I think this is part of why I love the convention community around the Wichita-Hutchinson area so much, is that everybody is very in tune with each other's likes. You get to know people, and you get to know, what your new cosplay buddies are into, and you see something and you can message them and go, hey, I saw this. This made me think of you, and it just increases the nerd community just continues to expand. And the thing with being a nerd is that it's not just, science fiction and fantasy buffs who used to play D&D. It's people who play basketball but who also love video games. It's people who work boring accounting jobs who also happen to watch anime to relax. So there's a big misnomer there when people say, oh, it's just the nerd community. Oh, well, nerd is one of those things where it's not an all-exclusive club. It's an inclusive thing that everybody can be a little bit of a part of if they want to. I've got a friend who absolutely fell in love with Legos and Star Wars in the last couple of years, and it's been really fun watching that person expand their horizons with that. So for all of you guys out there that do Comic-Cons and like to cosplay, power to you, and post your pictures. If you want to go to emptyspace.us and message me and post links to your cosplays, that'd be awesome. It'd be better if you found me on Facebook. So facebook.com/Jibira Smoky Rosemont or facebook.com/offworld_tribe, and post your cosplay pics there. Make sure you tell me who you are, because I don't know every storyline in existence. And everybody out there that does Comic-Cons and cosplay, keep having fun, because that's the best part of it. May the Force be with you all.